Yo guys, good morning. Top of the morning to you. We have a Monday morning and you know what that means. It is leak times. Yesterday there have been some leaks by Decade. Obviously we are going to talk about this, and you can also see the last months were also right. We have the upcoming selection pack and Nightmare Rivals and secret packs, which I think we will go over in another video discussing what that means for the game, going over this new announcement that obviously has happened also in game will come on Thursday, which obviously means we will also do a live stream. Not sure if I can do it on Thursday or we will do it on Friday, but you go look out for that. So new leaks have been there yesterday, but the question is leaks for what pack exactly, because this is then obviously the April pack as we expected. So the new leaks are for the May pack. So what do we get in May? The first thing, and obviously these are the first leaks for the May pack announced, are the Salamangreat cards. So you can see there are definitely a lot of Salamangreat cards already that we already have in the game, and if you might already be aware of, Salamangreat is not a deck that you currently see a lot on the ladder. There is the structure deck, which is quite nice, but you can also see there are a lot of cards missing here that are still to come for us, and we will get these support cards in the next pack in May. Though I'm not sure if we get Code of Soul, because Code of Soul I think is a card, you can see it by the not a translation here, so it's an OCG card, a Japanese card with no like English text on it, which normally means that this is not already out in the OCG, or it just came out in the OCG but is not out in the TCG, which means we will probably not get it. So what are the most important cards here? And there is one card, one banger card in here that is not only good for Salamangreat, but we will talk about this in a moment. So as you can see, a lot of potential for giving us a lot of ultra rares here, because this is obviously what Konami wants to do, give us a lot of ultra rares that we need. Though fortunately I think not the biggest Salamangreat expert, a friend of mine definitely is. I think the most important ones that are being played are the Weasel, which if you have 2 or more Salamangreat monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if a Salamangreat Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, XYZ or Link, so basically Link monster, is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can target one other Salamangreat monster in your graveyard, place this card on the bottom of your deck, and if you do special summon that monster to your opponent's field, then draw 1 card, which I think a lot of people are summoning this guy to the opponent's field, the Salamangreat of Fire, but you can see obviously an extender here that you can special summon to go into your link place. The Salamangreat of Fire is also something that people are using. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 level 4 or lower Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand except Salamangreat of Fire, so a basic searcher. Also you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except fire monsters, which obviously does not matter at the start of the damage step. If a Cyberse monster you control battles, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy that monster you control. And then we have the new boss monster, the Raging Phoenix, and then the Heatleo. I'm not quite sure whether this is in here. Isn't the Heatleo a card that's already in the game? You can see how badly I am aware of all the Salamangreat cards. But yeah, it's just a retrain, a reprint basically. We have Charge and then Revive, which I think Charge is a card that people play in the new Salamangreat version, then Weasel, and then Salamangreat of Fire, and obviously the Raging Phoenix. We can quickly read the Raging Phoenix, because the Raging Phoenix will not only be good in Salamangreat. It says 2+ fire effect monsters. If this card is a link summoned using Salamangreat Raging Phoenix as material, as they all basically have as their effect, you can add 1 Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand, which obviously this is nice. And if a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can target one of those monsters, special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack, which is also the effect that makes this card useful not only for Salamangreat but also for our most favorite deck, Snake Eyes. And before we talk about this and why this is very important in Snake Eyes, let's quickly talk about Fire King, right? Because you might be aware of the fact that the best deck in the OCG, you could argue that the best deck in the TCG concerning the Fire deck is actually the pure Snake Eye variant. It's a bit more dominant in the TCG. In the OCG, the Fire King version is definitely more dominant. Shout out to myself, pulling a Fire King Avatar Garunix randomly from a pack, from a secret pack I unlocked here. So this was, I guess, a little hint to what might be coming. So definitely one of my personal favorite, if not my favorite archetype. You can't see it right now, but I have a picture of the Sacred Fire King Garunix in my background here. I love the deck. I have it in the TCG also, and I'm just a big fan, and we will get these cards here very, very soon, and it might be that we will also get them in the May pack. This is not an official leak, this is just me guessing, because it would fit right a fire pack where we get the Salamangreat stuff. It would also very much make sense to give us also the Fire King cards here, which we will get. The most important ones would be the Garunix himself, the Ponix, and then the Sanctuary, as well as, yeah, these are the three most important ones that you can then also combine with all of the Snake Eyes stuff, because this is a level 1 fire monster, and as you might already know, level 1 fire monsters is exactly what Snake Eyes wants, or what Snake Eyes can summon, to be more correct here. Fire King, very, very nice, also a very good deck to play under Max C, which makes it very good and better than the pure Snake Eye variant in the OCG, in my opinion. Also a deck that operates from the graveyard a lot. The Garunix, if you're not aware, is able to, whenever a monster that was originally fire is destroyed anywhere, he can resummon itself, and then he can destroy another Fire King card from the deck, hand, or field, which is normally the High Avatar Kirin, and then Kirin can resummon another Fire King monster from the graveyard or the hand, which can be a monster negate, a spell trap negate, and then he can also non-targeting shoot a card, which is very, very strong. The Fire King engine does work well together with the Snake Eyes engine, and this is definitely what I'm really looking forward to, only hoping that they give the animation to the Garunix, the effect monster, not the Garunix Eternity, the XYZ that basically nobody is playing, but you can definitely play him. He's cool, he's the like clear the field guy. But yeah, Fire King, I personally am expecting this also in the May pack, though this is not official, keep that in mind. So why is Raging Phoenix that important, not only for Salamangreat here? This is also very good for Fire King or for Snake Eyes or for any deck that can use the Zealantis combo. So if you're not aware, a lot of Snake Eyes decks, or any Snake Eye deck that knows how to do it, because it's just great, uses the World Sea Dragon Zealantis. And you might wonder, Water, why are we using this here? We are using this because if this is on the field, we can activate its effect to banish all monsters on the field, then special summon as many monsters as possible that were banished by this effect to their owner's field, face up or in face down defense position. So what you are doing here is, if you have not seen this already, you are activating this while your opponent has at least one monster on the field, then his monster goes to the banish pile, comes back directly, and this obviously triggers your favorite fire monster, the Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames Curse. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, remember this is done by the World Sea Dragon Zealantis, then she can activate, then she can destroy one of your opponent's monsters and one of your fire monsters. So you choose your opponent's monster that you have just resummoned, one of your fire monsters that you have still on the field. Then she destroys both, summons herself. And then, this is where the Raging Phoenix comes in. Before you go into the World Sea Dragon Zealantis, which you can obviously make with one effect monster, he's link 4, you will first go into the Princess, she's link 3, then you will need an additional body to go into the Raging Phoenix, which he is link 4, then you go into Zealantis with the Raging Phoenix, which now he's in the graveyard. And at that moment where you use your Promethean Princess to destroy your opponent's monster and one of your own fire monsters after using Zealantis, the Raging Phoenix will also trigger in your graveyard, because it says if a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect where this card is in your graveyard. Remember, you have destroyed your own fire monster with your Promethean Princess. You can target one of those monsters, so the monster you destroyed, for example a Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon, special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. So for example, if you destroy a Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon with this, and this would have 5,800 attack, and then you would have a field consisting of a Raging Phoenix, a Zealantis, and the Promethean Princess. These three alone, this also, without its attack boost here, these are enough damage points to just kill your opponent. These three alone are 8,000. And you have the advantage that normally your Zealantis here will be co-linked with the Princess, because you can see there's a left arrow here, there's a right arrow here, so they will be co-linked, which means you can also in the battle phase, during the battle phase quick effect, you can destroy cards on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters on the field, which in this case would be 2. So if there are cards remaining on your opponent's fields that hinders you from destroying or killing him, then you can just use their Zealantis and then push through and kill him for 8,000 damage. And the funny thing is that you would only need, let me not lie here, but you only need 3 fire bodies to accomplish this. You would go, no, you need 4, right? Because in the end, if you are on your Promethean Princess, you need your Promethean Princess, then you will revive with your Promethean Princess. But then you will need another additional fire monster on the field, because with the revived monster you would need to go into the Raging Phoenix and then into Zealantis. So you need your Zealantis and one additional fire monster so the princess can pop it. So with 4 bodies, which is obviously not hard to accomplish with Snake Eyes, or Fire King that is, you are able to make this OTK, which is really easy. It's a really easy one, happen. Normal summon Snake Eye Ash is enough to get to 4 bodies, and then you can just kill your opponent, which this is just insane. And one of the reasons why this deck is so strong in the OCG and TCG. But yeah, this is the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix combo, and this is us getting Salamangreat stuff here. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you hyped for this deck? I know a lot of people are. I know it's a fan favorite deck. Let me know in the comments. By the way, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one. Obviously, we will also talk today about the new upcoming selection pack that we now have confirmation for. But yeah, Salamangreat, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you also maybe hyped for Fire Kings, or do you want that to not come into the next pack? Let me know what you think, guys. Have a great day, and we will see each other in the next one.